A record number of Democrats have filed to run for Wisconsin state legislative races this year.
Northern News Now's Michaela Wrench spoke with one of the many candidates to find out why her party is going all out this election. Michaela?
For the first time in more than 20 years, there's a Senate Democrat running in every single race in the state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin Democrat leaders held a virtual news conference to discuss the number of filings. Fair legislative maps was brought up as one factor playing a role. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers, a Democrat, said he signed the new electoral maps in February to ensure more balance of power between the Republican and Democratic parties. One of the many Democrats running is Angela Stroud, a candidate for the 73rd Assembly District. She said the new maps in Wisconsin are one of the main reasons she thought now would be a good time to jump in.
We all got new lines, and those happened, late February. And so I think for a lot of people, this was a moment to really look at their new district and say, is this a time for me to run?
Stroud will be focusing her campaign around issues like public school funding, cleaning up Lake Superior, women's health care, and much more. This November, 97 of 99 districts in the state assembly will include Democratic candidates, along with all seats in the state Senate. Of course, right now, both the assembly and Senate are controlled by Republicans.
All right, Michaela, thank you. And coming up tonight, we'll hear from various Wisconsin Democratic leaders and what they had to say about this record-breaking number of candidate filings.